Hello! We are currently in Ängelholm and I'm gonna go to my driving lesson in like an hour. But before that, let's have a chat. I think this whole thing with the driver's license, I thought it would be chill, that it would just be to take a couple lessons, practice at home, do the tests. But then it has become this whole big thing and it's become way more complicated than I thought it would be. And in one way it's pretty annoying, but I'm also seeing it as a learning experience because I'm having to face so many issues and I don't know, things that are really uncomfortable for me. And one big thing is definitely like the money aspect, because I'm really lucky that my mom is paying like a huge part of the driver's license, which is really nice. And then now, because I've taken so many lessons and I also switched schools, I'm also paying some of it myself. And that's actually like, I don't know, pretty uncomfortable because it's a lot of money and it's also for something that is really important, but it's also not so fun. It's not like a fun expense. It's not like something music related or travel or vlog related or just like saving things for, I don't know, my life. I don't know, it's a bit uncomfortable, but I also know it's important because I definitely want to take my driver's license and it is important to me, and therefore I should also spend on it because, yeah, it's gonna be good for me in my future. So it's that thing, but then it's also like the whole aspect with the actual driving, because it feels like I'm a pretty decent driver when I'm practice driving at home, because I'm practicing with my boyfriend's dad, and when we drive it's like, it's pretty chill. He gives me some instructions, some feedback, and it's just like pretty chill. But then when I'm at the school, at my driver lesson there, it's always so much feedback and so much comments, and I know that they do it from a place of wanting to help out, but sometimes I'm just getting like super confused and stressed and overwhelmed, and I'm just like driving like shit basically. And yeah, I think it also has to do with me, especially at this new school, because I know that I'm giving out the nervous energy and that I'm a bit like, I don't know, hesitant, and I'm not so. And I think this is like a challenge for me to actually be confident in myself and my own ability, because the thing is that I've been practice driving for more than a year, and I don't know, I'm not perfect of course, but I can do like the basic things, the basic maneuvers, the basic like traffic situations. And then when I'm coming to those situations with like my driving teacher, I should just like do what feels natural, do what I would do if I was alone in the car or like with my boyfriend's dad, and then I think it would be fine. And then if it's not, of course they can give some feedback and I can take that in. But yeah, I'm just like so a bit pissed at myself that I'm always so anxious and I'm always like so hesitant and nervous, and yeah, so I think it's just a challenge of believing in myself and just being a bit more confident. And I'm gonna go in with that mindset today at my driving lesson, to just like, okay, I'm gonna drive because I'm the driver, I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna do like what I think is natural and is good in these situations. I'm just getting like annoyed talking about this because it also feels like I've been like, I don't know, overthinking this so much over the last couple of days, especially yesterday after my lesson. I was really frustrated because it was just like a whole shit show with me being like super like nervous and like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know which, no. So not today. Today's a new day. Today is a more confident me doing this. So yeah, wish me luck.
Den stora BMW-suvan.
So, the driving lesson went well, and I think it just once again proves how important mindset is. That if we believe we can do something, we can actually do it. And it might seem a bit obvious, but then when we're actually there in the real life experience, it's not that obvious anymore. And yeah, it might not be that interesting to listening to me going on and on about my driver's license practice, but I still think there's so much we can learn in the challenges we face. And even if it's a particular issue, it still reflects so many areas in our life where we're struggling. Things that we maybe need to work a bit on and things that feels uncomfortable. Because I think in my case, it's different areas. It's both my fear around money, but it's also like my problem with authority. And I don't know, I think it's like my good girl complex, the thing I have around teachers and bosses, that I always want to prove myself worthy and that I'm scared to be criticized. And yeah, I think it's something, I'm having a hard time to accept the process of growing and that it's okay to be bad at something, to actually be able to be good at it, and that it still can be fun and meaningful. And with my driving teacher, it's not even critique, it's feedback, and I don't have to take it so personal, but I still do, and I'm trying to call myself out on that, because I can't get relevant feedback on my driving if I'm not driving like I would do at home. So yeah, trying to keep that in mind. I'm gonna stop ranting about the driving now, okay? But yeah, I think it's just, if we want a different outcome, we need to do things a different way. Because if we're always doing things the same way and we're super unsatisfied with the outcome, we need to change something about that. Because I think another example I have is that I always escape into my day job when things feel a bit uncomfortable and uncertain in my creative practice. Because if I have dedicated some time to maybe songwriting or blog creating and I'm not seeing the results I hope to see, I'm oftentimes kind of giving up and escaping and taking on more shifts at work, because then I know I will get the outcome I want, money, but I'm also like letting myself down in a way because I'm not putting in the energy and the care into the creative things I wanted to do and that I had set myself up to doing. And then in the end, I'm just feeling frustrated that I didn't go anywhere with the creative thing I wanted to do. And yeah, it's just an example. But I can't expect myself to be able to write music and create vlogs continuously if I'm not actually setting out the time to do it. If I'm always escaping when I'm not feeling like things are progressing fast enough, or I'm not having the motivation for it, or whatever. But yeah, we just gotta do things differently if we want a different result. Because how can we expect another outcome if we keep doing things the same way and we keep making fear-based decisions? And one thing I'm gonna do today is actually going to a snake seminar, because I'm actually kind of scared of snakes, and it limits me in a way that I'm not daring to go out in nature alone, especially now in the spring. Because I'm really scared that I would meet a snake, and I know that it's not dangerous. There are no dangerous snakes in Sweden, but I'm still like, a bit freaked out about them, because it's something about their like, no. So I'm gonna try to face that fear and get some more knowledge about it, so that I hopefully can overwin my fear. Because I think snakes, in a symbolic meaning, means rebirth, and it's like the beginning of something new. So if I would actually meet a snake out in nature, I think it would be a good sign. And it's also the year of the snake in the Chinese zodiac, so it's a lot of snake-themed things around me. So I think this seminar and this experience is just gonna be good for me. So yeah, that's something I'm doing today.